Imagine this. You find the most beautiful sleeveless dress. The color is perfect. The fit feels like it was made for you. And the price? Even better. But then you put it on, look in the mirror, and suddenly your arms are the only thing you can see. So you hang it back up, walk away, and tell yourself, maybe next summer. But here is what nobody tells you. The problem was never your arms. It was never your age. It was the styling. And today, that changes completely. I'm going to show you 5 real body tricks that women over 60 are using right now to wear sleeveless dresses with full confidence. And not a single one of them requires you to lose weight, go to the gym 5 times a week, or hide under layers of fabric in the summer heat. Stay until the end, because trick number 4 is the one most women completely overlook. And once you've seen it, you'll never avoid wearing sleeveless again. Welcome back. Here, style has no expiration date, and looking great doesn't have to cost a fortune. If you're new here, we're so glad you found us. This channel is made for real women with real bodies, real budgets, and real lives. No unrealistic standards, no complicated advice. Just honest, practical style tips that truly work for the woman you are today, not for the woman someone else thinks you should be. And to our returning viewers, hello again, beautiful. Thank you for coming back. You already know what we do here, so let's get right into it. Trick number 1, shifting the focal point to the shoulder. The very first thing I want you to understand is this. When people look at you, they are not scanning your entire body all at once. Their eyes naturally travel toward wherever the light, color, or detail is strongest. So if you are wearing a sleeveless dress, the goal is not to hide your arms. The goal is to redirect attention before the eye even reaches them. Here's how you do it. Wear a statement necklace, a striking collar, or even a bright scarf loosely tied around your neckline. Something that sits right at the collarbone or chest area. When something interesting is happening near your face and neck, that's exactly where people look. Your arms become the background. Your face becomes the focal point. Think of it like decorating a room. When there's a beautiful painting on the wall, nobody stares at the baseboards. That doesn't mean you need to go out and buy expensive jewelry. A colorful silk scarf from a thrift store, a pearl necklace you already own, even a beautiful brooch fastened at the neckline of your dress. All of that is more than enough to do the job wonderfully. The shift is simple. Stop trying to minimize what you don't want to see. Start highlighting what you want to celebrate. Trick number 2, the secret of fabric weight. This is something that even many stylists don't talk about enough, and it makes such a big difference on real bodies. Not all sleeveless dresses behave the same way at the arm area, and the reason comes down to one thing: the fabric weight and how the fabric is cut at the armhole. Here is the problem. Dresses with very wide, deep armholes tend to create what many women call side bulge. That little bit of skin or softness that peeks out from the side of the dress near the armpit. It has nothing to do with your size. It is purely a matter of construction. The armhole is simply cut too wide and too deep for the fabric to sit properly on a body that is not a runway size. What should you look for instead? Look for dresses where the armhole sits a little higher and closer to the body. Not tight, not restricting. Just fitted enough that the fabric stays where it belongs, and no gap forms at the side. You should also pay attention to fabric weight. Heavier fabrics like ponte, thick jersey, or structured cotton drape around the body in a much more flattering way. Thin, lightweight fabrics cling and shift, drawing more attention to areas you might not want to highlight. When you're shopping, whether in-store or online, look out for words like structured, ponte knit, scuba fabric, or medium weight in the description. Those are your friends. And if you already own a sleeveless dress that you love but the armhole sits a little too low, a seamstress can fix that more affordably than you might think. Sometimes for as little as 10 to 15 euros. That small alteration can completely transform how the dress looks and feels on your body. Trick number 3, playing with color placement. This trick is all about using color in a way that works with how the human eye perceives what it sees. And once you understand this, you'll dress yourself completely differently. Here's the basic idea. Darker colors visually recede. Lighter colors visually come forward. That means our eyes are drawn toward lighter areas and move away from darker ones. When it comes to wearing a sleeveless dress, one of the smartest things you can do is choose a dress where the darker tone or pattern sits at the sides and arms, while the lighter or brighter tone sits at the front center. That's why color block dresses work so well for so many body types. The deliberate placement of light and dark creates a visual shape that flatters without requiring any physical change. But here it gets even more interesting. You can create the same effect yourself. Wear a sleeveless dress in a medium tone and layer over it an open cardigan or kimono in a slightly darker tone, so that the center of the dress remains visible. What happens is that the eye travels straight down the center of your body, the narrowest optical line, while the sides remain in shadow. And that brings us to the kimono tip, because a lightweight, open kimono worn over a sleeveless dress is honestly one of the most underrated styling tools for women over 60. It gives you coverage when you want it, but it doesn't hide the dress. It doesn't make you look like you're wearing a costume. And in warm weather, a breathable kimono in linen or chiffon adds zero extra heat while giving you an incredibly polished, put-together look. Pause here for just a moment. If you've been finding this helpful so far, can you do me a quick favor and hit the like button right now? It really does help show this video to more women who need this kind of content, and it literally takes 2 seconds. And if you have a girlfriend, a sister, a mom, or anyone in your life who avoids sleeveless outfits for exactly the reasons we've been talking about today, share this video with her. You might just change the way she dresses this summer. Also, drop a comment below and tell me which tip has surprised you the most so far. I read every single comment and I genuinely love hearing from you. Now let's keep going. Trick number 4, the optical illusion with arm length. This is the one I told you about at the beginning. The trick that most women completely miss. And honestly, when you hear it, you might even laugh. Because it's so obvious, yet almost nobody talks about it. Here it is. The perceived size of your arm is directly influenced by what happens at your wrist. When your wrist is bare and unadorned, the eye travels all the way down the arm without anything stopping it, which means the arm reads as one single uninterrupted shape. But when you add something at the wrist, a bracelet, a watch, a stack of thin bangles, even a statement ring, the eye pauses there. The arm is now divided into 2 optical sections instead of one long one. And 2 smaller sections always appear less significant than one large one. This is the same principle behind why a belt at the waist makes a silhouette look more defined. It divides the body into sections. It creates focal points that interrupt the eye's journey and make each individual part appear smaller and more proportionate. So before you leave the house in your sleeveless dress, add something to your wrist. It doesn't have to be expensive or dramatic. A simple gold bangle, a pearl bracelet, even a watch you wear every day. Put something there. You will be amazed at how different your arm looks in photos and in the mirror. And here's the bonus part of this trick. Because you draw the gaze toward your wrist, you also pull the attention downward and away from the upper arm. It is like a magical redirect that costs nothing and takes about 30 seconds. Trick number 5, the layer of confidence that actually exists. We've talked about necklaces, fabric, color, and bracelets, but this last trick is the one that ties every single thing together. And it's not a product you can buy. Here is something true that I want you to sit with for a moment. Women over 60 who confidently wear sleeveless dresses are not women who have figured out how to look younger. They are women who decided to stop waiting until their arms look different, waiting until they lose a few pounds, waiting for some imaginary future version of themselves to show up and give them permission to wear the dress they already love. The layer of confidence is simply the decision to wear the dress today, in the body you have today, with the arms you have today. But here is the practical side of it, because I know confidence is not always something you can just switch on. Sometimes you need a little support to get there. So here's what really helps. When you are wearing something for the first time that feels vulnerable, wear it somewhere low stakes. A trip to the grocery store, a casual lunch with a close friend, a walk around the neighborhood. Let your body get used to being seen in it before you wear it to a big occasion. Familiarity creates comfort. Comfort creates confidence. And when you look in the mirror before leaving the house, don't scan your body searching for problems. Instead, find one thing you truly love about the way you look that day. Your earrings, your shoes, the color of the dress against your skin. Hold on to that. Let that be the image you carry with you. Because here's the truth about every woman watching this right now. You have lived in this body for over 6 decades. You have done things with it, endured things within it, built things because of it. Your arms are not a flaw. They are history, and history is worth showing. There you have it. 5 real body tricks for wearing sleeveless dresses at 60 and beyond without any apologies and without perfect arms. To recap quickly, draw attention to your neckline and your face with jewelry or a scarf. Choose dresses with higher fitted armholes and structured fabrics. Use color placement and a light kimono to control where the eye travels. Add something at your wrist to break the visual line of the arm. And give yourself permission to wear the dress today, not someday. These are not tricks to hide who you are. They are tools that help you show up fully as the person you already are. Before you go, I would love to know which of these 5 tricks you are going to try first. Write it in the comments below. And if you are new here and you made it to the end of this video, then first of all, thank you so very much. It truly means the world to me. And second, this is the kind of content we bring to this channel every single week. Real tips, real bodies, real style, no nonsense. So if that sounds like your kind of place, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. We would love to have you as part of this community. Until next time, stay stylish, stay confident, and remember, the best age to look stunning is exactly the one you are at right now. See you in the next video.